What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Make It or Break It Monday, the show that helps you get your head right so you can start your week right. Guys, today I have 5 quick career tips for you. They are practical, they are easy to implement, and hopefully there's some things in here that maybe you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about that would be of great use to you. So, with no particular order of value or importance, here we go. Number one. Number one is inner office networking. So when I say that, I want you guys to think outside of your department. So we spend so much time trying to build rapport with our managers, with our direct reports, and with other people inside of our department. But your ability to get things done and to get things done quickly through others and other departments is absolutely vital to your success, no matter what role that you're in. So think about the customer you have to get off credit hold or get credit extended to, or the one that has the collections problem, or the operational issue that has to get resolved immediately. All those different things have to get done, and your ability to understand what it takes for someone in another department to actually do their job instantly helps you build rapport and helps you be relatable to what they have to go through. You need to strengthen the relationships inside of other departments so you have go-to people that will help you get things done when you need them done the most. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is we got to learn how to compress time. And I know I spent a lot of time talking about this in other podcasts, but you guys can do this in a couple quick ways. So one could be how you consume information. If you're doing it on audio, listen on like 1.5 speed, or if you're reading or consuming, like you have to figure out how to compress time during your day. One thing could be time blocking, and I know that's like taboo to say like, oh, just block a couple hours here and there, but really not just time blocking as in blocking the time, but you got to use the time block. I don't know how many times personally, like I've blocked an hour to do something and I end up doing something else. Something that's probably not urgent or not important at that specific time. One thing that actually helps with time blocking though, and maybe you guys have used this, but if you haven't, it works absolute wonders, but it's actually called batching. So if you have a bunch of one specific task to do, it's so much faster and more efficient to do all of that one task all at the exact same time. So if I need to approve time cards, I'm going to do them all at once. If I need to do an expense report, I'm going to do it all at once. If I need to go create some POs for an expense, then I'm going to go into SAP and I'm going to go do all of that all at once. So if maybe that's my coaching sessions, I'm going to take these 2 hours and that's all I'm going to do is just those 2 hours is going to be coaching sessions. So whatever that is, your ability to batch things together will not only coincide with the time blocks that you set, but it'll help you compress time and actually be more efficient inside those time blocks. Okay, number 3 is emulate industry best practices. And when I say industry best practices, I need you to think outside of your current industry. So we all interact with so many other industries on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whether that's retail or that's going into a medical facility, maybe you're going to the dentist, maybe you're going to get your annual exam, whatever that specific thing is, think about how these other companies actually run their business. See the efficiencies and the things that you actually enjoy as a consumer inside these industries. And then think, how do I take those different things and then bring them back into my own business? And not just to our company, but in specifically what you do. It will help you bring more value to your role, help you be more innovative into how to be better inside your current position, but also put you in a different level of thinking inside your organization that helps you separate you from others. The person who only thinks about their own industry gets stuck in what's available inside their own industry. So think outside your industry and take best practices that you've seen from other places. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is have a yes mentality. And I know this is like, hey, yeah, I should have a yes mentality. I should be that guy or girl, but understand that when you need something done, a lot of the time when someone needs something done, they usually end up giving it to the person who's actually the busiest. And I know that's like counterintuitive, but it's funny. If you think about all of your go-to people that when you absolutely need something done, that you need it under a specific deadline, you're probably giving it to somebody who's already really busy. And the funny thing is, that person who's busy is busy but they can also take on more generally because they're so efficient in what they actually do. So your ability to have a yes mentality and be that type of person where people want to be able to work with you, want to give you more work, want you to be able to step in and take on that new project, you say yes to get your foot inside that door. Yeah, maybe you don't have all of the capacity currently available, but that makes you that lifts you above every other person that person had to go to before that said, sorry, I was already at capacity and I couldn't do that. But you stepping up and actually doing it helps separate you outside of that. So having a yes mentality is huge. Number 5 here is you have to learn how to speak at different levels. And when I say that, I mean you might need to convey one message, but that one message might need to get conveyed to 3 different tiers of people inside your organization. It might be to an hourly person, it might be to a set of directors, and then maybe it's to an executive team, or maybe even to outside customers who are interested about your business. So if there's one message, your ability to think about the language and the words that you specifically use is absolutely key. An executive might only need the overview and might need you to speak more in facts than in all the diatribe of how you actually got to that point. Where someone else, maybe at your level or maybe a manager above, maybe needs those specifics, so then they can go in and specifically use that information in other areas or for other teams. So really think about what level you're speaking at and convey your message in a very concise and clear way, no matter which role it's to. It's always easier to speak in less points that are more direct, that actually get to the point. Not everybody cares how the sausage was actually made, right? They care about, all right, now how am I actually going to use this? How does it benefit me personally? How does it relate to what I do? Those are the things that people care about. So I know these were super quick. They're supposed to be career tips, but your ability to improve your inner office networking, compress time either through time blocks, time batching, emulating industry best practices outside of your specific industry was number 3. Having a yes mentality and having go-to people and being a go-to person that people can come to. And your ability, number 5, to translate how you speak and the words that you use to other levels are 5 things that will absolutely help you grow in your career. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Hopefully you learned something that you weren't spending a lot of time thinking about. So go out and have a great week.